Well, good morning, everybody. DeRocher here with a couple jokes before we start talking a little bit about Tom Sawyer and the next few chapters you're going to be reading. The first joke I got for you is something you might all relate to. How do you weigh a millennial? In Instagrams. And something Willie might have asked you about, you know, the whole which weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks? Well, which weighs more than a gallon? Which weighs more, a gallon of water or a gallon of butane? The water does, because butane is a lighter fluid. All right, so that was pretty bad. Anyways, we'll actually get to some talk about some things the boys might have done if they had access to lighter fluid a little later on. But talking about Tom Sawyer, Tom and Huck, they have witnessed that murder. Engine Joe has blamed it on Muff Potter. Muff wakes up, he's got a knife in his hand, he doesn't know what's going on, he was drunk, he got hit over the head, and he's almost made to believe that, even though he doesn't really think he could have, that he killed Doc Robinson. And Tom, in the next two chapters, is racked with guilt. He feels awful that Muff, who's been so good to him and the other boys of the town, even though he's a drunk, he's always gotten them things and been kind to them. He feels awful about this. And, you know, back in these days, there were a lot of people that would actually go and lynch, take over the sheriff's office and actually bring somebody out and hang them from a tree. That's where they got the term lynch mob. They would actually go and take over and do justice without a trial. So that was about to happen when the judge steps in, Judge Thatcher steps in and stops that from happening. Huck and Tom, knowing what happened, you'll see, they really do try to take care of Muff Potter. But with all that weight on his shoulders, Tom is becoming more and more depressed. Becky doesn't like him anymore because of his foolish account with her and Amy Lawrence, telling her that he was engaged to Amy, when you're only supposed to get engaged to one person your entire life, even though you're 10. So, yeah, he's feeling pretty down, and the last part of it was getting blamed by Aunt Polly for the painkiller and the cat, which was a pretty funny prank, you got to admit. You've probably had to take medicine in the past, and you didn't want to do it. And so he's really down in the dumps. He's got the nobody loves me, everybody hates me thing going on, and what better time to do a nobody loves me, everybody hates me thing than to run away. And that's what they do. They head to an island, which really does exist. It's in the Mississippi. It's just south of where Mark Twain grew up in Hannibal, called Jackson's Island. And Jackson's Island sounds like a playground for young kids. Back then, it would have been great for me too. I don't know about you, there's no internet service and no video games there, but boy, being able to run around on the sandbar, play in the water, go fishing for catfish. The boys do all sorts of things, and Tom gets a little homesick. He decides to sneak off in the middle of the night and go find out what's happening in the town. And when he does that, he finds out that they are planning their funeral, and Tom gets an idea. And he comes back, he doesn't share the idea with everybody for a while. They all try to smoke a pipe, and of course they get sick, except for Huck, who's used to it. And that's where that butane lighter fluid comes in. But yeah, they all try to do that. They survive a terrible storm, and Tom finally lets them in on his little secret that they can attend their own funeral and hear what people have to say about them. And who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to... You know, you die, but you want to hear what are people really sad? Do they have some stories about you? Did they like you? Did they love you? Are they crying? These are all things that the boys get to find out. And so that is what's going on. I want to remind everybody to make sure that you're getting in touch with your homeroom teachers. Make it easy for us to contact you. I was unable to get a hold of 5 of my homeroom kids, and I only have 22. So if you see that your teacher's calling, please answer. If your teacher's emailing you, please answer. If your teacher texts you, please reply so we can get in touch with you and get everything taken care of. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for staying on top of stuff, all of you guys that are working hard. I appreciate it. We all do. and hang in there. All right, take care. Bye.